Is it coming home for England at the Euros this summer? Nobody knows. But today we're gonna find out if it would come home if England didn't play at the Euros, but they were invited as a special guest to play at the 2024 Copa America instead. Would this unbelievably talented England squad be able to take home the Copa America? Playing against the likes of Argentina and Brazil, Colombia, USA, Canada, Uruguay. I'm not sure if England would be guaranteed to win the Copa America, but if they played there, they would 100% be one of the favorites. Let's go and find out if England could win the Copa America. But of course, before we start, my friends, if you do enjoy the content, please hit the like button for me. I would really appreciate it. Let's aim for like 1,000 likes. And if you are new here, welcome to our community. Please hit the subscribe button with the little noti bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. England playing at the Copa America, that would be a first. Can they win it all? Let's go. So these are the groups for the 2024 Copa America. Group A, it is Argentina, Peru, Chile, and Canada. Group B, it is Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Jamaica. Group C, well, that's where England will be because England is going to replace the weakest FIFA side by ranking that qualified for the Copa America, which is Bolivia. So England's group will have United States, Uruguay, and Panama. And I think it is only fair for England to replace the weakest side that qualified for the Copa America because we don't want to do England any favors. We don't do favors on this channel. And finally, Group D, it is Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, and Costa Rica. Now, just by looking at this group that England is in with USA, Uruguay, and Panama, would England be able to get out of this group if this was a group in real life? And I would think that they would be the favorites in this group, honestly. Even though Uruguay is just in top form right now, USA is also playing some decent football. Panama is definitely the weakest side in this group. I think they would go 0-3, but England should be topping this group hands down. Maybe USA and Uruguay would battle it out for second place, but England should be on top, like realistically. In fact, it doesn't really matter which group England would be in. Even if they were in Group A, replacing Peru, Chile, or Canada, they would still be probably the second favorite or even the favorite to get out of it behind Argentina. Group B, the same thing. They should be able to top a group with Mexico, Ecuador, Venezuela, or Jamaica, 3 of the 4. And Group D, the same thing. I think they would battle it out with Brazil and maybe Colombia, but England still should be getting out every single group in the Copa America. That's just the reality of it. England is that good on paper. So let's get into England's first match, and it is a big one that they have to get out of the way. It is against Uruguay. England's lineup is very, very strong. Uruguay's lineup is also very strong. Can they beat Uruguay and get 3 points to start off the Copa America? Let's find out. No, they cannot. England loses to Uruguay to start off the Copa America. 2-1. It was close, but Uruguay takes all 3 points. This is a shock. And you can even see by the stats of the match that England dominated the entire thing. 62% possession, 7 shots against 2 shots for Uruguay, but Uruguay stole 3 points. All right, time for match number 2 for England, and it is against the United States of America, and this is a must win. Like, they have to get 3 points here against the USA, or they're probably done, to be honest with you. Let's find out. England, you need 3 points here. Can you get 3 points? Yes, they can. They're back in business. They're in the thick of things going into match day 3, where they will be playing the weakest side in the group in Panama. It is Jude Bellingham, it is Grealish, and it is Saka. 3-1 domination. The last group stage match for England at the Copa America, and again, this is a must win. It's against Panama. Like, you cannot lose against Panama. You gotta get the 6 points. You gotta go 2 for 3 here. Can England get another 3 points and hopefully progress? Let's find out. Dominating win. Yes, they can. It was coming. Like, you know that it was coming. You know it. It was Bellingham, it is Grealish, it is Saka, and it is Bellingham again with a brace. 4-1 final. So let's take a look at all the groups and see who's progressing after the 3 group stage matches have been played. In Group A, it is Argentina that is progressing. That wasn't really a question, was it? 7 points, 2 win, 1 draw. But Canada won 1-1 on 4 points, right above Chile, and Peru went 0-1-2. So it is Argentina and Canada that go through to the quarterfinals out of Group A. In Group B, it is Ecuador that topped it, and Mexico is right behind them, probably how it's supposed to be. Venezuela just not good enough. Jamaica, they put up a decent fight, but the 2 favorite sides in Ecuador and Mexico, they progressed. And actually, the luckiest thing happened for England. They ended up topping the group somehow because United States beat Uruguay. They beat Uruguay 2-0, as you can see on the final day, which means England topped the group and USA passed Uruguay, eliminating Uruguay from the competition. We predicted Panama to go 0-3, and they went 0-3. This is the most funniest thing ever. England lost to Uruguay, but then Uruguay, they lost to the United States of America, and USA beat Panama and Uruguay. Therefore, United States progress with England. You actually couldn't write a better ending to the group stage matches for England after losing losing to Uruguay in match day 1. And finally, in Group D, and this is a little bit of a surprise, Brazil topping the group is not a surprise, but Paraguay finishing in second is, I would say. Colombia and Costa Rica are going home. Costa Rica probably expected to go home, but Colombia, I mean, I had them up there with Brazil, honestly. I really did. They have a really solid squad, but they failed to pass through into the quarterfinals. A shock. So this means our quarterfinals are Argentina versus Mexico, and again, a favorable matchup for England in the quarterfinals. Thanks to Paraguay, they beat out Colombia. Therefore, England will face Paraguay in the quarterfinals. Let's be realistic. England is the heavy favorite in this matchup. The third quarterfinal will see Ecuador face Canada, and then Brazil will take on the United States. Oh boy, USA is in trouble. Let's see what happens in the first quarterfinal. It is Argentina versus Mexico. Obviously, Argentina is the favorite. Mexico, I would say, is kind of like a dark horse. Could they beat Argentina? They could, but they probably won't. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. It should be Argentina progressing, and it is Argentina progressing through Messi and Alvarez. Well done, Mexico. You made it past the group stage matches, but unfortunately, you ran into Argentina. You're going home. Second quarterfinal, England versus Paraguay. I mean, come on, right? Like 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Let's find out what happens. 5-0. I almost got it right. It's like the game hears me sometimes, you know what I mean? Foden scored, Kane scored, Saka scored, Grealish with a brace. A convincing 5-0 victory as expected. Paraguay is saying bye-bye. England is in the last 4 of the Copa America. Quarterfinal number 3, Ecuador versus Canada. I would give the slight edge to Ecuador, but Canada may be able to pull off an upset here. Let's find out what happens. It would be amazing if Canada gone through. And they do! Canada! Yes! I can't believe it. Canada is also in the last 4 of the Copa America. This is ridiculous. And the last quarterfinal of Brazil versus USA. Can USA beat Brazil? I mean, maybe 1 out of 10 tries. Maybe this is one of those times. You never know. 3, 2, 1. I would be shocked if USA wins. They're not gonna win. It's Jesus. It's Neymar. It's Bruno Guimaraes. It's 3-1 Brazil. Brazil is also in the last 4. And the last 4 is where it starts to get serious for England, because they had a pretty easy group. You know, they were probably getting out of that group with USA, Uruguay, and Panama. They had a very easy quarterfinal opponent in Paraguay, which they absolutely destroyed. But now in the semifinals is where it gets very interesting, because England has to face Argentina. Can they get by Argentina to go to the Copa America final? That is the question. And the last semifinal, the second semifinal, Canada, I don't know how they got here. They will play Brazil, okay? And Brazil is definitely the heavy favorite in this matchup. We've had a lot of England versus Argentina games on our channel as of late, and it continues once again because it is Argentina versus England in the semifinal of the Copa America. Can England pull it off and go to the final? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. I mean, England! They do it! Messi scored in the first minute. Luke Shaw equalized in the 34th. Alvarez scored in the 63rd. Kane scored right away in the 67th, and then Kane put it to bed in the 78th. Harry Kane with a brace, looking for his first trophy. It might be the Copa America because England is in the final. Now, the other semifinal of Canada versus Brazil, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think Canada's road, it stops here, okay? There's just no way they're going to beat Brazil in the semifinal of the Copa America, or maybe they do. I'm just going to press this button right here. I'm gonna press quick sim and see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Canada? Almost Canada, but not good enough. Osorio actually scored for Canada to open up the scoring. Neymar missed a penalty in the 21st, but then Neymar redeemed himself and scored in the 51st, and then Bruno Guimaraes scored in the 73rd to give Brazil the victory. Now, before we get into this final, we want to see who takes 3rd place at the Copa America. It is the 2 losers of the 2 semifinals. It is Argentina versus Canada. Argentina by far the favorite, but Canada has pulled some stuff out of their hat in this tournament. Let's see if they can win maybe a bronze medal. Maybe they can take 3rd place here. They almost did, but Argentina won on penalties. Argentina finishes 3rd. Canada finishes a very respectable 4th, which means our final, my friends, it is England versus Brazil. England could take it down. England could bring it home, but they gotta get by Bruno Guimaraes and the boys. Welcome to the 2024 Copa America final, where England was invited as a special guest, and they made made it all the way to the final. But in this final, they have to face Brazil. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Brazil versus England for all the Copa America glory. England's obviously in their traditional white and blue. Brazil is in their yellow and blue. Let's see what happens. This should be a very, very good match, honestly. Let me know down in the comments, by the way, as we watch this final, how you think England will do in the Copa America, in the Euros. How would England do in the Euros? Is it coming home, guys? Please let me know. Maguire to Foden. Kane now. Kane. England does have most of the possession in this match, but no chances have really been created by either side. 28 minutes in here. Gabby Jesus makes a nice pass to Bruno. To Neymar. Out wide to Rodrigo. And this is where Brazil is very dangerous. Bruno! Bruno makes it 1-0. Bruno makes it 1-0 for Brazil in this final. A chance out of absolutely nothing. The back line of England kind of fell asleep. They fell asleep. They let Bruno Guimaraes collect the ball really at the penalty spot and just turn and shoot. Like, look at this. Look at all that space that he has. That is unacceptable defending. That is not good defending whatsoever. You can't defend like that against any national team, really. 1-0 Brazil. We're approaching halftime. Jude holding on. Jude makes the pass to Harry Kane. He comes deep to collect it. Jude again. Phil Foden. Foden to Saka. Now it's Saka. Kyle Walker. Offside. We're nearly at halftime. When will the ref call it? Right now. There is the halftime whistle. What can we say about the first half? A whole lot of nothing for England, really, because they really didn't do anything except that one chance for Harry Kane. But Brazil, I mean, they really didn't do anything either. They had one shot, one goal. It's 1-0. Second half is underway, and we need something nice from England. We need to see the real England here. We need England to show us why they're England and why they're favorites to win the Euros. Rodrigo again into the box now. Brazil is looking dangerous. Back heel to Casemiro. Neymar. Bruno. Neymar. Shot. Pickford with the save. A classic Pickford punch. Will we see a dramatic finish? Luke Shaw. Nice try. Ball by Foden, but it's just in front of Saka too much, and Vinny will collect. 70 minutes in. England is trying to kind of press a little bit higher now, but they're really exposed in this midfield. Just not working for them. Brazil is knocking it about really, really nice. Henrique to Vinny. Vinny Jr. 75 minutes in. It's Brazil on the attack again. Brazil has been the better side. What a cross! What a goal! Are you kidding me? That is a cross of all crosses. I mean, that is quality, but that's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous cross. I mean, wow. And honestly, that is bad defending once again. Luke Shaw, man, you got to get to that ball first. That is not good defending. Both goals come from really, really bad defending from England. And I think this final is over. Kyle Walker goes forward in the 86th minute. Also a nice cross to Harry Kane. It's not there. Luke Shaw, back heel to Foden. It's blocked. Militao to Alisson. Henrique will get it out. We're in the 89th minute. Oh, this is a heartbreak, man. I was cheering for England too. I wanted England to win this tournament so bad. That is the final whistle. It doesn't come home. The Copa America does not come home for England, and England gets second place. They leave the Copa America empty-handed. It is Brazil. A very, very unfortunate finish for England, honestly. Can this be a precursor for what would happen in the Euros? I'm not sure. Like I said, you guys let me know how you think England will do in the Euros. They're definitely one of the favorites, but here it is Brazil. It is 2-0, and it is Marquinhos that will lift this Copa America for Brazil. 2-0. They are fully deserving. Congratulations, England. You made it all the way to the final. Second place, not bad, but a little bit disappointing, especially, like I said, with those two goals. They shouldn't have been. They shouldn't have been goals, honestly. They really shouldn't have been. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button for me. I would really appreciate it. If you're new, of course, hit the sub button for me. If you want to see any other cool ideas on the channel, or maybe do this with another team, let me know. Just comment your stuff down below. I read most of the comments. I really, really do. I try to be as engaging as possible with you guys. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for England here. Maybe it would happen for England in another idea. If you guys have one, comment it down below. Like I said, Brazil, Copa America champions if England played in the Copa America. Peace, 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 peace.